You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Archer After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Archer After Show.
Oh, I'm tuning up here, guys. Oh,
it's like, what is he doing?
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And we're sitting here on AfterBuzz Hill. That was terrible.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was great. We were actually all there together.
Guys, that was awful. And this is AfterBuzz TV. We're talking about Archer, Season 5, Episode 11.
If there's anyone left after that. I guess we won't be getting a record deal like Charlene. Speak for yourself.
Palace of Intrigue Part 2, you guys. It's very important that we get that out. Everyone's going to be confused. Who are we? Excellent question. I'm Greg Goodness.
I question it myself every day. I'm Scott Moore.
I don't know who I am. No, I'm Zach Wilson.
For those of you wondering why we're singing Schoolhouse Rock,
hold on, Greg. It's not just us in here.
That's right.
Sexist.
You're not at the table, Roy. I'm
so
sorry.
You forget about me?
Yes.
You know what I can do? Ready? There. Now try and tell your story. Dare you?
I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg has been muted.
Hello. Thank you, Roya.
So let's talk about Archer.
Let's talk about Archer with Roya.
Yay!
Fantastic, working the booth for us, as well as contributing to this fantastic conversation.
Multitasker over there.
Yeah. The reason why we're singing Schoolhouse Rock coming into this bad boy is because it's an Archer reference, you guys.
Reference roundup.
Charlene, referencing David Fishberg.
Frischberg.
It's very hard to pronounce.
I'm pronouncing literally every name wrong going into this. David Frischberg is an American composer who is responsible for that oh-so-famous Schoolhouse Rock song, I'm Just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. So plug that into the context of the Archer episode in which it was used.
And Archer also brought it up at one point.
Yes.
A Schoolhouse Rock marathon that we're going to be sitting through. Which is apparently heaven. Archer, though, in a bit of personal hell, because he was involved in quite the love, I guess, quadrangle? Is that what we're going to call it now?
I think that would just be a square.
Right. But if it was a square, it would all be very linear and easy to go to.
No, because you have, like, the two people... No,
I was trying to draw it too. I was like, diamond is no.
Watching you both use your hands to try to like sort this out, like it was Minority Report, and suddenly just stuff is going to come up in front of you.
We had the touch screen kind of thing. Where
no,
we could
it
do
totally
that. It
works as a square because Archer has hooked up with both women, and the president, though he has not hooked up with Charlene, is trying to. So he's attached in lines to both women. There's just not a diagonal across because Archer's not trying to hook up with El Presidente.
And his mother.
That's fair enough. Where does the mother come into this? Why are you adding a fifth point? We can't deal with a pentagon. A love pentagon.
I'm trying to give it a real shape. I'm sorry.
Real shape.
I appreciate it. It was nice. Archer getting into hot water again. Going back for more of the same honeypot that he fell into.
Well, he was blackmailed
into sleeping with her a second time, which there's nothing to say that she then can't go forth. But at that point, you're basically deep in the honeypot. You're not getting out.
Might as well just enjoy the honey.
That's Spy School 101.
That was in the first season. That was one of the very first spy concepts that we were introduced to, is the honeypot. Archer failing to seduce a gay intelligence operative. He was a physicist, right?
No, he was a Cuban operative.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ramon Limon, who we saw this season.
That's right. He was back this season.
Archer is... Oh, those failed honeypots are coming back to haunt him.
I mean, Archer loves the honeypot.
Exactly.
Except when he always falls for it, too.
He falls so deep into it. I feel like
Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly like Winnie the Pooh. He fell into it with, why am I blanking on her name now? Kasia, where basically it was sort of a weird honeypot in that one episode where she came back and they pursued her, but it was for his own good that she dumped him. It was a very strange episode, that one. But he fell into it, and that was like a rival agent trying to lure him in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're getting, like, while this is all going on, they're getting shelled by,
by rebels.
Yeah, by
rebel
rebels
forces.
who we still haven't, like, seen.
Yeah, unnamed rebels.
Yeah.
Other than giving them the name rebels, they're just sort of faceless shellers in the night.
And not that kind of rebel, Pam.
The fun ones.
Outlaw country.
The fun Confederate flag waving ones.
Those are also racist. Oh, well, now I feel bad. Pam likes herself, and I like Pam as well. So
Yes.
I'm right on board with that.
Apparently my chair didn't like that, but
No, that's all good.
I like Pam. She flipped the biggest table ever with her bare hands.
I know it was amazing. She still has that like cocaine power behind her.
That was what was
That's
really
just Pam
fun.
power.
Pam power.
Yeah, Pam has always had superhuman strength. She's always able to like beat people down just on her own. But now that she's, if anything, I'm surprised that she's able to retain some of that strength after doing all that cocaine, because she's slimmed down, right? Like part of the joke of Pam's superhuman strength was that she was just like a larger set girl, right? So she had the muscle to back it up.
So I guess she lost the muscle, but now she's just coke strong.
Coke strong.
So it evens out.
We
They say
need-
that earlier in the
Yeah,
season.
they do, but I like it. I'm like, yeah, she's Coke strong.
To figure this out, we need like a sports trainer, a pharmacologist. We need a whole like team of people to
Roya,
figure out.
get our science liaison on the phone.
Got it. On it.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, ring. I'm gonna get our Coke for us. Don't worry. That's what we're
Hello,
doing, right?
I am the scientist assigned to the Archer podcast here at AfterBuzz TV.
That's right. We just have him on staff here. You know, ready.
It is
ready,
totally,
willing.
it is totally legitimate that Coke does make you stronger.
Superhuman strength.
Goodbye.
You know that everyone can see you, right? You're not even trying to
None of
hide
the people
your...
listening on iTunes.
No, they didn't
Greg.
know. They were totally confused by that. They thought it was a whole other person calling in.
Fair enough.
I kind of had just hoped that Roya would just keep it on you.
Actually, guys, this whole podcast has been on me this entire time.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
That's
sense.
fine. Pam, though, having a very active episode. I know. It's fun to see her like flipping over tables.
It
She
is.
actually took
and
a bullet.
I learned a new word, scrooch. I didn't realize that was actually a real word. I've
No.
heard people say it before, and I thought it was fake.
No, they used it before. I actually just rewatched this episode when I forget the name of the episode, but when he has the dog and the dog comes, they
okay.
use scrooch repeatedly. It
I
comes.
just thought it
into
was a
play.
fake word all the time, and now I realized it really wasn't. So
No, and it's
I
such
learned something new today.
It's such a fun word to say.
It is.
Too.
I'm gonna start using it.
Scrooch. Scrooch. We're just gonna finish out the podcast doing that, just saying
all saying
scrooch. No, but I like
later.
It reminded me sort of those earlier episodes where Pam was, I guess not an earlier episode, but the Cap 2 season like 3 and 4, where she was an active agent in the field,
Right,
like,
exactly.
going out and getting stuff done.
That's what it felt
right?
like too. Yeah, absolutely.
Playing an
I
active
mean,
part.
Pam's like she might as if she would be an agent if ISIS hadn't been shut down by the government.
That's so true. She was literally made an agent like 2 episodes before the government came in. They saw that and they were
shut
like,
down.
yeah. They're
So
like,
she's ready, and now
is.
now she could be leading all the honeypots.
No, she's definitely an integral part of that team, and it was proven again today.
and Archer getting super sad when Pam got shot too, which is a vast departure from everyone just wishing Pam would go away and sort of weighing the options of letting Pam die.
Everyone was like sad when Pam got shot and like they thought she was dead.
Well, because there's that moment there where I was even like, "What?"
yeah, is
They're
she
not gonna
actually
do something
dead?
to her
I thought she
for a
had.
split second.
I assumed she had a cocaine
what you
laced
said, a
bra,
cocaine bra.
that had absorbed the bullet.
What kind of, granted, I don't know much about cocaine. This could very much be true. What kind of cocaine could absorb a bullet?
I don't know, very
I don't
well
know.
packed.
Yes,
cocaine?
it was very tightly packed in the bra. Maybe, you know.
Get the scientist on the line.
Ring,
Look,
ring.
the cocaine bra was developed by Arc Systems Technologies.
Hang up on the
and-
scientist immediately.
No, don't.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But no, we've seen it. It was very strange to me because we've seen an episode where Pam is literally, they're willing to kill her so that they don't have to give away, I think it was like $5,000. Mallory didn't want to give up. Remember when she got kidnapped when she was mistaken for Cheryl / Carol?
Before she was Charlene.
Yeah. And now everyone's like, oh my God, what happened to Pam? She's almost dead.
Even though Pam's cost them like thousands and thousands of dollars, like hundreds of thousands of
cocaine.
dollars worth of cocaine.
It would be interesting to figure out exactly how much cocaine Pam has done and then try to translate that into a street value. Like,
We need to get the economist now on the phone.
Oh, God,
and
so
Ring,
many
ring.
experts.
Ring.
Like, to calculate if Pam has done $1 million worth of cocaine. Because now I want to know. I want to know how much she has snorted through at this point. I don't know. That's
And
just
again,
me.
it was interesting they didn't really bring it up again in this episode. I mean, it was so action-packed with so many other things, but again, there was no reference really of her ingesting any cocaine or anything again today.
Well, she took a little bit of a bump when is it the wedding? Yeah, the last-minute wedding when the dictator is declaring that he
Oh, she
and
did?
Charlene are
Totally
now.
missed that.
Well, yeah, she goes.
Oh, I heard that. I just thought it was more of them just kind of brushing it off. I didn't think she actually really did anything.
No, I mean, well, here's why I thought it was a cocaine-laced bra was because when the bullet hit her, there was like this puff of powder, so I just assumed there was cocaine. I guess Kevlar might do that. I've never been shot with a Kevlar vest.
I think Pam.
We'll try that after the show and see how that works out.
We'll get our ballistics expert into the studio.
I got a question for you guys, though.
Yeah.
Do you think Pam, when she jumped in front of the bullet, was for Archer because they've hooked up before? I'm gonna reach with this question. So far reaching. What do you guys think?
Are we shipping Pam and Archer? Is that the question?
Well, I mean, and then Archer was really heartbroken. Do you think there's a little bit something more between? I don't know. Maybe I'm making this into a CW show now.
No,
No.
It does raise a valid question. Like,
Right.
why, if everyone is so willing to let the other people die in this group, like Krieger, they just said, "Oh yeah, vampires probably got him," and just left it at
Didn't even
that.
care.
Like, why would Pam go and take
Yeah,
that
she
bullet?
literally took a bullet for him.
Yeah, I think she knew that she had Kevlar vest on, so she's like, "Well, there's nothing really at stake for me here."
Yeah, you
I
pussy.
can- Exactly. She just assumed she was being a rough,
That was
tough
just
kind
Pam
of
being
dude.
badass.
As she so frequently is.
Pam's
but
one of the
it's
most
a-
badass people on the show.
She is. No, she totally is. But it is a good point, though. I mean, is there more to that they're trying to subtly let in, or is it just
They did sort
her
of
being a badass?
They swept that whole relationship under the carpet once
Right.
Went
things
by
wrapped
really
up in
fast.
I think it was just a sex thing, at least in that episode.
Oh, but you can't cut sexual tension like that. You can't just like leave that on the table.
Not
That
the-
stuff's got to fester and play out and explode later on down the line.
Not the best sex he's ever had.
Exactly. Was it worth dying for? Really? Well, the first time. Really? The first time. Also a very Cyril-heavy episode. Or maybe not heavy isn't the right word, but Cyril actually got to play the hero.
He got to do some stuff. Well, as
Yes.
hero might be a stretch, but
Well,
he
in
got
a
to
Literally
sense,
saved them from
he
dying.
did save them, though. So in a way, kind of is the hero at the end there.
He did have
Fair.
the Presidente did have or dictator did have a empty gun. So technically, I guess it wasn't really saving.
Well, I guess his soldiers probably had some bullets.
Yeah, I was gonna say the soldiers didn't do anything when they were very scared.
Okay, I can see that. That all makes sense. I believe it to a certain degree. I think that it was good to see him in an actiony role again, though, and I just had such a fun time listening to him impersonate Mallory. I'm a horrible shrew. Which I think is, anytime I hear someone call another person a shrew, I'm just like, yeah, that sums it up really well. Regardless of what situation it is, yeah, shrew.
That screeching shrew.
Oh God. And he's like in the basement with that like ridiculous car
Yeah.
collection. If I had to do it all again, I'd be a dictator.
I think we all would, wouldn't we? If we could have that kind of lifestyle, why not?
If I could have a tank in my basement, I don't know.
He has a tank
pretty cool.
right between his Ferrari and his Ford F1.
Yeah, that was some tricky camera
Model
work that
T,
we
rather.
didn't get to see a tank in that giant, expansive wide shot.
I
Although,
just assumed
off
there
to the
was
side.
Yeah, I assumed there was a little like offshoot, like special garage where they kept the tank.
Yeah, the military-esque
yeah,
tanks and
an alcove, the grotto.
an alcove.
Yeah.
The grotto of that guy's garage
alcove
is the tank space.
I mean, look, that garage is bigger than all of our apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. that
was bigger
that tank is bigger than my place.
Yeah, exactly. I think that broom closet that Archer hid in and fornicated in was bigger than my apartment. Everything is bigger than my apartment.
Frightening.
We all live horrible lives, you guys. All very terrible. Do you want to know how you, the internet, can make our lives less terrible? Just slightly, imperceptibly less so? Well, you can rate and comment. You can go in on iTunes, which, let's be real, is probably where you're listening to this podcast right now. You can download and subscribe to our podcast. You can subscribe to other TV shows from AfterBuzz or other podcasts that have nothing to do with AfterBuzz, though we highly discourage you from doing so. Those are dangerous, dangerous seeds of knowledge.
You
out
don't
there.
know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
You just don't know.
Beware the unknown.
Mm-hmm. But even if you don't want to go in on iTunes for whatever reason, you have an aversion to it, you're still kicking around with your Zune, hoping that that'll come back, you can go in on YouTube and you can watch us do our thing, and you can listen, you can rate, and you can comment. Daphne Holmes coming in and just giving us a nice little shout out of love the show, guys. And that's all that we need. That's all. I was in my darkest moment this week, you guys. My darkest. Things have never looked bleaker. And then I saw Daphne Holmes come in, and I was like, things are going to be okay.
But Greg, what if I don't feel like going all the way to iTunes or to YouTube to get my AfterBuzz fix?
Well, therein lies a beautiful, beautiful quandary.
What if I just want one simple application that'll take care of the whole thing for me? Because
from
I
your
don't
own
like to
phone.
think or click around and type stuff.
I know you don't, Zach. And that's why I, personally, and no one else here, built the AfterBuzz app, which you can download and listen to all of our lovely shows and
To
other
your
shows.
iOS or Android device.
Yes, you most
Right
certainly can.
now.
Go and download it and click around and see what you like, see what you don't like. You're going to like everything because it's all fantastic. But anyways, thanks for listening, Internet. We appreciate it.
And we love you.
We do love you. And I love Krieger clones. Yeah. Yeah, I did that.
Can we say it together on 3? Clone bone.
I had no idea what the it was in that
you
situation.
didn't?
No.
Come on.
That was such a great moment.
It was.
And the expression on all of their faces, like they had done this a million times before, but it was still so fresh to all of them and so exciting and new. Oh, beautiful animation, beautiful detail on all of the Krieger clones' face.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like that the actual Krieger put on a little bow tie so that we know it's him.
Yes, we can differentiate there.
I mean,
was
we
great.
already had that they're all sort of paler in comparison.
Vampires.
Exactly. But Adam Reed and probably the art team, I'm sure, knew that we're all stupid.
That's right.
And
It's
we were
true.
saying, well, maybe it's just like the lighting or something, which is a point that I totally would have brought up.
Right. After a couple drinks or pharmaceuticals or anything else, you may not be able to notice the difference. So they need to do that. I'm just saying. For some
I
people.
have so many questions.
Okay.
So about the Krieger clones.
Yeah.
There's just like an infinite amount, like, well, the pneumatic bolt gun storyline. No, that was Citizen Kane.
No, I
He's
remember.
like, no, and I hit him over the head with a sled. That was Citizen Kane.
Pneumatic bolt
No,
gun. That
not a
sounds
sled.
familiar.
Pneumatic. Yeah, but like, that's not nothing. I think that's leading to something where maybe they were 4 clones that were like born together, and Mallory just like stole one.
Oh, I like
interesting.
that. That's a very sexy scenario you've just laid out.
I mean, they're all supposedly clones of Hitler, right?
Here's the thing that I'm not entirely sure on, because none of them look like Hitler to the best of my knowledge.
I mean,
I think
Hitler
that they're
didn't have a beard, right? What if you took Krieger and you shaved off all but like a little?
I'm
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the firm position that it's just a little bit of him, that it's inherits some genetic material of Hitler. I'm sorry, Scott. Your theory on this is
No. I'm very curious about this whole backstory on where they all come from.
Yeah, I was under the impression I was under the impression that it was already pre-established that he was a clone of Hitler.
I don't know if he was a clone either, but I think the same thing. I think there was a part of him,
some genetic material.
He has Hitler DNA.
Yes. But where all the rest of them and how they all got to there, I'm very fascinated by.
We keep bringing this up. I have to think that at this point we've tried to figure out more about Krieger's lineage than either he or Adam Reed have.
You're right.
We're just like real deep into like how much of Hitler is Krieger?
Yes, what's the percentage
Somebody
exactly?
get Adam Reed on the phone.
We need a geneticist. Get him on the phone. No.
Well, we're not bringing the geneticist.
I like
I love how they just mirrored Krieger. They were like perfect copies of Krieger.
Oh yeah, the movement and like just
the movement, but just like a child, a frog child.
Which great sort of, I guess, offshoot of Piggly.
Yeah. Well, they do exactly the same thing that Krieger does, where they're just like, I think it's not what you think. I think it's some kind of human amphibian hybrid.
Adolescent
abomination.
Abomination. Oh, well, in that case,
then yes.
I'm home. I'm interested to see if he's going to, A, continue building that nuclear bomb, and B, if it's actually going to work, because Krieger has a long, proud history of building stuff that doesn't really function as it's supposed to.
I wonder how the Krieger clones do.
That's right. Are they better?
With three Kriegers, do you get 3 times the success rate or 3 times the insane things that fail miserably?
Right. Like 3 Kriegers has got to be better than 1, but it could be the opposite. You're right.
No, they could just go off in wild directions, just amplified.
Oh well,
if there's anything I love more than triumph, it's annoying. What is it? What was
annoying vagueness?
Annoying vagueness. Yeah. Thank you. Love Krieger.
Well, let's not be vague. Let's just go right into it, guys. We're talking about what's going to be happening next week, where Krieger's going to be going. Let's get the spooky theremin music in there.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I just wanted to do that.
No.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I thought that was it. I was like, wow.
Roya, you cold-hearted woman, toying with our emotions.
Roya, don't ever scare me like that again. I thought for a second I wasn't getting my weekly fix of spooky theremin music.
Yeah. You don't want to see Greg in withdrawal. It's scary.
No, it would be. Oof.
We're already on a half dose because we don't Chosen anymore.
Yeah. Oof. All right, guys. Go around the horn. Predict what will happen in part 3 of Palace of Intrigue.
All 4 Kriegers are coming back to New York or ISIS, whatever we're going to have thing in the future. We're going to have all 4 Kriegers.
And I think the Kriegers are going to be the ones that end up saving the day.
Okay.
They're going to be the ones that are going to somehow come up with some stupid plan that's not going to work right, but somehow it's going to get them out of jail and going to help them escape.
Any non-Krieger based predictions? Any predictions from you, Roya?
It was a throwaway, you know. They have to.
I think Lana might have her baby at the very end of the episode.
Oh,
next week, not season finale.
No, that's a good point. Okay, I take it back. Remind me that that's my prediction. For
No, because I thought she might have had it maybe this episode. Like I felt like she was going to have it while they were there in San Marcos.
Even in the very beginning when they were showing them and being blown up or whatever, like looked like she was going to labor, but she was just protecting her baby.
Oh, like maybe. Well, here's a thought that you could technically still be right while also being wrong. She goes into labor next episode, like at the end of next episode, and then it's on to the season finale is nothing but Lana having her baby.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Yes.
And also the tiger is going to save them too. Just saying.
Ooh.
We did get a little preview of a tiger.
Yes.
So that's going to come into play.
Krieger's
somehow.
let a tiger loose.
I'm going to throw in my Krieger prediction. I predict is it multiplicity or duplicity? What's that movie about the guy who keeps cloning himself over and over again? Point being, I think all of the Kriegers are going to move away and open up a pizza shop together.
I would watch
Yes,
that
that would be amazing.
Actually, I would watch that spin-off too. Oh my god.
I mean, you wouldn't even need a whole like ton of them. Just do like, what if they opened it next to like Bob's Burger?
We're getting real deep in the wormhole.
Yes, that would be fantastic.
What else? The possibilities are endless.
Yes. 2 Kriegers, a Krieger, and a pizza
yes,
place.
I was just gonna go through that too.
Well, real quick before we bounce away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like the line that Mallory said about Archer's penis, about how Pigpen came around.
Yeah.
That was just one of my favorite.
I
lines.
love
I
El
just wanted to say
Presidente's
that.
history lesson too.
Yeah.
That was good.
Ugh, so much of a good
was.
thing. All right, guys. Well, that about wraps it up for us. If you want to find us places other than AfterBuzz, which you've already found us on, I'm on the Twitter at Greg Goodness.
I'm also on the Twitter at SMAN80, SMAN80, and on Sunday nights here for Cosmos.
You can find me online on Twitter at @ZachWilson, ThatzachWilson, and also here at AfterBuzz on Grim and Resurrection.
Thanks a lot, Internet. We really appreciate you listening.
And someone forgot about me.
Again! You're in the mood!
Greg. You know what? We're not leaving yet. Guys, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at HeyRoya. I can't even mess that up. At HeyRoya. It's HeyRoya. And I'm also on Instagram. And I'm going to send it towards you guys, kind of.
God damn it, Greg.
And I guess now you can say those magical words.
No, I want you to say goodbye, because now I feel bad.
Do you feel bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.